And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you just about set to go. And on the mound now, Osvaldo Bido. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Handles, throws to first. 1 out in the top of the first. Lede on the move. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Yordan Alvarez in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. And
Ball.
that's off the outside edge. And now it's even 1-1. 2 out,
1-2.
space is empty. Just off the inside corner. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Soderstrom. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here with my pal Singy. Our starting pitcher in this one, Dustin May. What do we have on him?
Big-time arm power. One thing he struggles with, though, is repeating his delivery. And sometimes you have bigger pitchers trying to sync things up. Not as easy as a more compact pitcher. But if he can get command going, establish it early, and carry it through the ball game, he's going to pitch deep into this one.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-1.
That's a ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. So digging in, Lawrence Butler. There's a swing and a drive. That one back there. Up against the wall and brings it in. And the batter now, Tyler Soderstrom. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. Hit in the air, right field. Wallner. And there are 2 outs. Next up for the A's, Brent Rooker. And he takes a strike. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here on opening day.
Did he swing?
After the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. And he went around. Rule to swing. That missed by a lot. Now 1-2. And that's
2-2.
That
full
misses.
count.
Full count, 3-2. Line to left, and no one can get there. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those
No
always
balls.
feel great.
1 strike.
Connor Norby stands in now and watches strike one.
No, that's a
And
ball.
it's even up.
1 ball. 1 strike. Ball.
Just missed. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Myers on his way over, nabs it, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, Isaac Paredes. Beto back to work. That one fouled off. Paredes, 26 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. In there at the knees, no balls, 2 strikes.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball, but with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one misses, and the count is 1-2.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
And a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at-bat. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
Doyle makes the play, 1 down. Matt Wallner, the next to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Paredes leads off first with 1 away. Fouled off left side. The 1-2.
Ball
Just
2.
misses the mark outside the zone.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Just foul.
The pitch. Into center field. That'll fall for a hit. Throw into third. And he's out.
Head on the tag.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. And we're back. Here's the power hitting catcher, Shea Langoliers. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Hauls it in on the warning track. This is J.J. Bleday. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. 1 out, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. Swings and misses. 2 down. So 2 down now, and here is Zach Geloff. First
Ball
pitch
inside.
just misses. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one is off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer,
1-0.
what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
And a foul ball. The
2-1.
Takes a ball. That's towards center. Myers under it. Makes the catch. And that ends the inning. On to the third inning. And now the switch hitting catcher, Victor Caratini. And that one pulled foul. And he grounds one to the right side. And it gets by him.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Jake
0-1.
Myers can't hold up, and that's a strike. He's under it. Hauls it in, one away. So up next, James Wood. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Check
Hook
swing, he
one.
went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls. 1 strike.
Swing and a
Two.
miss. 0-2.
Kelly just threw that
0-2.
fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up.
Oh, wow, what a stop. There's one. To
Safe.
first, not in time. Great effort there. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. He's 0 for 1. That's in for a strike. Tying run is at first here on opening day.
Foul.
Zips it across.
Out.
Third out. Set for the bottom of the third. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Brenton Doyle. That one ripped, but foul. May fires. Hot shot to third. Paredes fires over to first. And a quick out, number 1. Now the number 2 hitter, Lawrence Butler. First
That's
pitch
a ball.
doesn't find the zone.
1 ball. No strikes.
And
Ball.
another ball. And it's fouled away.
Ball 3.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And it's caught for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Now a chance for Tyler Soderstrom. Check swing, called strike.
That's a real nice cutter right
0-1.
there. This guy can struggle with the inside pitch.
Ball
at
inside.
times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Fly ball center field. Myers corrals it, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the 4th. Now it's the DH, Yordan Alvarez. Foul ball there. And a foul ball. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. First
Ball.
pitch misses. Butler coming on. Brings it in. And there's one away. Jeremy Pena now at the plate. Fly to center his first time. Late swing fouled off. A's leading by a run. Norby. Here's Geloff for one. Throw to first,
Safe.
but he beat it. And now the right fielder, Matt Wallner. Struck out looking in his first at bat. And that's
Ball one.
outside. Ball one.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Ball.
That's
Ball
off the
three.
inside corner, and that's ball
Three balls,
Oh,
one
they've had
strike.
a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
And that's a base hit. Throw cut off to first.
Out.
And out trying to get back. The huge turn backfire. And we're back. Stepping in the long ball threat, Brent Rooker. Inside,
Ball one.
and it's 1-0.
Ball two.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
And it gets by him.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. Flied to right his first time.
That's a
Started
check.
after it,
What do you
appeal to
got?
first. Nope, he held back. Rooker over at first with one away. Next offering is fouled back. And that
Ball,
one is
no.
inside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Misses outside, and now 3-1.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. This one could be trouble. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. He put a great
High.
swing on that ball, took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity.
Hit in the air, center field. Myers hauls it in for the out. 2 away now. Next up for the A's, Zach Geloff. Doubled in his first AB. Late in the swing there. Second and third.
No balls,
2 down.
1 strike.
Oh, what a stop. Over to first. And very nicely done for the out. We go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in for the Astros, Yainer Diaz. Doyle makes the grab, 1 pitch and 1 out. Vic Caratini at the plate, 1 for 1 with a single so far. Right side, Butler. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Jake Myers up next for the Astros. First time up was a pop out. Strike 1.
Now, this guy is just filling up the
0-1.
strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
That one pushed foul.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. And that
1-0.
skips in the dirt. Wilson measures 6 feet 2 inches, 190 pounds, a former first-round pick in 2023. Wallner makes the catch, and there's one gone. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Brenton Doyle. And first offering is fouled off.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
That's out to center field. Myers hauls it in, and there's two away. Two outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. And that one fouled off. Rips one to right. And
Foul ball.
Foul ball.
Ball
Just
inside.
misses. 1-2 the count. Swing and a ball popped up. Paredes. He's got it. And that is out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 6. Here's the Astros leadoff man, James Wood. And fouled off. And
inside.
That misses. And it's 1-1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The 1-2. Calls it in, and there's one away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Pulls that one foul.
That was a nice bid right there to try to tie up this ball game. Just couldn't keep it from bending foul. He looked locked in on that swing. Pitcher better be careful with him right now.
Makes the catch for the out. And there are 2 down. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. 1 for 2. And the
Ball.
first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball,
2
no
down,
strikes.
nobody on. Here on opening day. Doyle right there to make the grab. And that'll do. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. Now here is Tyler Soderstrom. May back to work. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Connor Norby up next for the A's. 0 for 2 in this one. Breaking ball misses down and away.
1-0.
On the ground right side. 4, 6,
He's out.
3.
Out of
and
there.
They turn the double play.
I think 4-6-3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play, but right there.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We go to the top of the 7th, and here now is the Astros cleanup hitter, Isaac Paredes.
That's foul.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats.
Now here is Jeremy Pena. Brings it in, and there's one down. And now it's going to be Matt Wallner. First
Ball
pitch
1.
just misses.
That's a
One
good
ball,
miss off
no
the
strikes.
inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the
Ball,
plate
no.
where this guy can do some real damage.
Holding on to a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7.
Hee-haw!
And that's in for a strike. And it's 2-1 now. Swinging a foul out of play. Not
Full
close
count.
with that one, and it's 3-2.
On this count, runner not known for his speed.
Runner takes off. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Here's the throw. And he's safe.
No, he's safe.
So it's first and third with one down.
I'm sure he feels really good about that.
And now, Yainer Diaz. Ground ball right side, could be 2. He gets there on a slide. Gets
No,
up,
you're
throws
out.
to first in time. He stole a hit. Bottom of the 7th, leading off, J.J. Bleday. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. And a good start to the inning.
He was all over that one. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Brian Abreu gets the call from the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Geloff in the box again. Takes a strike. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. And it's off the wall. Headed for the plate. He'll score. He's in there.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Good pitch, hard and inside, but he showed off some quick hands.
Out towards left center. Wood sizes this one up. And he makes the catch. Runner tags from third. He's in on the sac fly, and they take a 3-run lead. Brenton Doyle up next for the A's. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0. Butler
Ball.
in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Popped in the air, left field. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom. 1 for 3. That cuts the zone. That's strike 1. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here at the bottom of the 7th. Goes down looking for and welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 8th, and here's the catcher, Victor Caratini. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Astros, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far, and that's something they should feel very good about.
Gets to it with a slide.
He's out.
Nicely done for the out. Jake Myers up next for the Astros.
High. No balls.
Sterner,
1
in his
strike.
rookie season, 28 years old. And he found his way onto the team. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw.
He's
and
out.
They get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. And there's a foul ball. And that's
Ball.
off the inside edge. And the count is 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Geloff tosses to first.
Out.
And the Astros put down in order. And we're back. Bottom of the 8th. Now the A's designated hitter, Brent Rooker. The Astros turn to a new arm on the mound, number 78.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And it ends up hitting the base. And he'll be safe at first.
Well, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. Just a little roller to the pull side, definitely out in front of the pitch away, but it wasn't one the defense could make a play on.
On the ground, could be 2. Parade to second, but safe at first.
Made it.
It's a fielder's choice. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers.
Ball, no.
Missed. Man at first, one away. Next
Ball.
pitch, a slider that misses outside.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything
That's a
down
ball.
the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Foul ball. Check swing, and he went. And now it's 3-2.
Full count.
And they'll do it again. Line drive, caught.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
That's a check. Did he swing?
Pitch. Look down to third. He did not go around. So
Ball
2
2.
balls and no strikes.
2-0's the count.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
No.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Wallner on the move to the alley. Squeezes it. That is the inning. We go to the 9th. Now it's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
0-1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Makes the grab, one down. He's 2 outs away. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. 1-0-1 on the gun, swing,
No
and a
balls.
miss.
1 strike.
Miller, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams
No,
to string stuff together
outside.
against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Doyle makes the grab, 2 down.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour.
No balls. 2
The
strikes.
Stros down to their final strike. Into the outfield, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Butler on the move towards the line. And that'll do it. The A's use 3 pitches to combine for the shutout. A 4 Just a little bit away from first pitch. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Brian Bayo. What's the word on him?
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all 4 of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with 3 if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back. Booyah! The first batter of the game leaves the yard, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0. And first offering is fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. And that's a base hit.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Bang! It's their second home run of the inning, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-0. And it hits the fence. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll make it safely. That's a double.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up as well as you could possibly ask.
And out number 1 on the grab. Now it's Alex Bregman. First
1 ball,
pitch, not
no strike.
close. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Myers puts it away. Runner tags at second. Actually, he'll stay put, and there are 2 outs. So, man aboard, Will Smith to the plate. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
1 strike.
One of the better pitches he's thrown in this game, but he just hasn't been able to do it enough, unfortunately. You know, he could be getting a feel for that slider, though, so maybe that's something he can build off of.
Muncy tosses to the pitcher covering the bag, and they get the out on speed. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Back here at Petco Park, and today's starting pitcher, Shohei Ohtani.
He's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
0-1.
Jackson Merrill, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1.
1 ball,
That one
1
not
strike.
close, and it's a ball and a strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That
Ball,
one just
inside.
missing inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Buxton makes the grab. 1 away. So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. That one fouled off. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. Hard hit, right side. Marte throws to first in time, and they take care of Tatis for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Arias.
Ball.
That one missing
1-0.
inside. He swings and fouls one off. Seeing a ball hit out towards left center field. That one gets down for a hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And that's in for a strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Out number 3. Back here in San Diego, here's Byron Buxton. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. David Hamilton getting ready to hit. Merrill. To first. Yeah! 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
That's a ball.
Next pitch downstairs. Now 1-2. That one is upstairs.
He really committed to that
2 balls,
fastball
2 strikes.
Up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
And a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a
Shohei on the go. Pitch in for a strike.
No, he's safe.
Second, great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. Sliced hard but foul. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. That's off the mark, and it's 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Ball 2.
Oh, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some.
And that's a base hit. Here's Ohtani flying around third. He will score. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Back-to-back base hits. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out
1 ball,
front.
no
Man,
strike.
that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Handled by Machado to second.
Out on the tag.
They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Back here at Petco Park in beautiful San Diego. This place hosted postseason baseball last year, Siggy, and Padre fans hope they'll experience more of the same this year.
Great energy in this ballpark, and a successful Padres team is really good for baseball. They're giving the Dodgers everything they can handle in the NL West. Plus, Petco Park has turned into one of the best postseason experiences in the league.
Jake Cronenworth, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Ezekiel Duran, the next up for the Padres. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
Duran goes 5 feet 11 inches, 25 years old. Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Onto the third balcony and gone. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 4-1. Jake Myers, the next up for the Padres. Swing and a miss. That one at 99.
No balls. 1 strike.
0-1. There's a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the
swing and a miss. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. At the plate, Freddie Freeman. Bayo back to work. Could be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Not in
No,
time.
he's in
That's
there.
a leadoff double.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And there's a ball. Runner at second, nobody out. Fouls one off, 2-2. And
No, that's a ball. Counts full.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Freeman, the lead runner out at second. Hernandez at first with no outs. Check swing. Did
No
he
balls,
go?
2
Yes,
strikes.
he did. Tatis really on his horse for it. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely.
He's safe.
Third with 1 out. The batter now will be Will Smith. And that one fouled off. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. Throw behind the runner. It's got him doubled off. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Elias Diaz. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. All right, Singer, you know I'm a dork. Shohei Ohtani. Go back to May 5th, 2022 at Fenway Park. He tossed a complete game through 99 pitches. Get this, 81 strikes. It was the most strikes thrown with less than 100 pitches in a game since they started tracking pitch counts.
That's just
0-1.
Merrill swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. 1 out, bases empty. Late on that fastball.
I would
1
throw
ball,
another
2
breaking
strikes.
ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings through that one, it's a strikeout. 2 down, bases empty. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one back there. And out of here. And El Nino goes deep. It's 4-2. Luis Ariz stands in. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 2 outs, bases empty. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Buxton grabs it on the run. Back here at Petco Park as we go to the top of the 4th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Byron Buxton. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
0-2.
And he deals. Machado throws to first in time. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. David Hamilton steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Wastes no time there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Ohtani up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss.
2 balls,
Pitch
no
out,
strikes.
but no action.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
That's out the corner.
Inside. And now 3-0. Hamilton, the base runner at first with 1 out. There's a strike, and the count is 3-1.
3-1.
Now move to first. Tag.
On the tag, he's out.
And there's ball
Ball four, take your base.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
That one back there. Bang! Ketel Marte leaves the yard. It's 6-2. And now batting Mike Trout. A dive, he's got it. To his knee, the throw on the money. Nice play. Ready to go, bottom four. Here's Max Muncy. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss, strike one.
No
He's
balls,
a bad ball
one strike.
hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means. You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony managed San Diego State to a win.
In the air, left field. Hernandez pulls that one down, and there's one down. Here's Manny Machado now. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Boog,
0-1.
80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That misses the zone. Going to count 1 and 2.
That's
And a
three.
swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. He's 0 for 1. Outside
That's a ball.
low. And that is
One ball, no strikes.
Out to center. Buxton makes the catch. And that is that. Back here in San Diego, and now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Sneaks through, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
1-0.
First pitch misses for ball 1. Hernandez measures 6 feet even, 32 years old. He joined the team as a free agent, and that gets down for a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
That
Ball.
misses. 1-1.
1-1.
First and second, no outs. And we're at the top of the 5th. Tatis, long run on his horse. But it's the center fielder who gets there. And there's one down. And up to the plate is Will Smith. 0 for 2 in this one. That's a base hit. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with 1 away.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the
No balls,
opposite
one
field.
strike.
There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that
Ball
at
one.
the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
And that's a fair ball. Runner from second crosses the plate, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Turned on that inside pitch nicely and ripped it down the line to pick up 2 bases. That can be a...
Merrill. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Ball one on a pitch inside. Buxton stands at second with 2 gone. Back up the middle and a base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and it's an 8-run lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
He's got it, and that is that. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C.
Oh,
with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. And first offering is fouled off. Do you remember when Tim Kirkchin ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
And now it's Elias Diaz.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun. And I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze. And there's the 3rd out. That'll do it for the inning. Top of the 6th inning. Here's Mike Trout. Brito back to work. Dives and he can't hang on. The throw comes in too late, and they don't get the out.
Well, just put it in play, right? With his speed, that's a hit every time. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
And he pumps it a strike. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Rudder stops at second. And the first 2 reach to start the inning.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Ball. 1 ball,
no
1 strike.
Outs, runners at first and second. Cronenworth to second.
He's out.
To Muncy.
Yeah,
that's 2.
got him.
Well, that's what you hope for if you're out there on the mound. First and second, nobody out. Somehow get a ground ball. He got it right there. Nice double play by the infield.
Bregman
That's the ball.
the plate and takes high
1
there.
ball, no
That's
strike.
good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh,
Wow.
nice play.
Yeah,
And that's a great play for the out. Bottom of the 6th inning, digging in, Jackson Merrill. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Padres just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Buxton pulls it down, 1 up, 1 down. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. He's already homered in this game. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. On the warning track, and hauls it in. Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. 1 for 2. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Here comes Max Muncy. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Bregman is under it, and that will end the inning. New inning getting started. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. Byron Buxton digs in now. There's a strike.
Well, he threw that fastball right
No
by
ball.
him. Gives him a
One
little bit
strike.
of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Next pitch is outside.
1 and 2.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for L.A., David Hamilton. And that's that. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Manny Machado. They see you win.
When a guy's throwing a lot of
0-1.
first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. On the ground to third. Throw on to Freeman.
You're out.
Machado is out. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Edgardo Henriquez.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Inside,
1-0.
just missed. And that is out of play. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Just
Ball,
off
inside.
the inside edge. On a line out towards center. And there's a hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel
that's
to
a
it,
ball.
just shoot it up the middle of the field for that
1 ball. No strikes.
Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. Next for the Padres, Jake Myers. That misses. Ball 1. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first, and he can't come up with it. So bases all loaded up. Here's Elias Diaz. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Just missed.
That's a ball.
1 out. Base is full. Pitching change here, Anthony Banda.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute 1 pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one back. Out of here. Grand slam. So he lets one out the other way, and they're chipping away. It's 10-6. Merrill, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Out to short. Sends it to
Out.
first, and now two gone. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. He's already homered here in this one. That's to third. Bregman to
You're out.
first. That'll end the inning after all. And welcome back to the ballpark. Duran makes his way towards it, hauls it in, and there's one away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Here's Ketel Marte, a switch hitter batting right. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. He's got it, and there's two away. Here's Trout. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now the DH for the Padres, Luis Arias. On the ground right side. Marte throws to first in time. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Muncy digs in. Swing and a miss as he was late.
No balls.
31
One strike.
years old, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2012. That's in there. Misses,
That's a ball.
and that's ball 1.
Really
One
nice
ball,
slider
two
right
strikes.
there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Hit on the ground to short. Hamilton. They get the out on Muncy.
Got him.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
And it stays fair. Around first, digging for 2. Relay to second.
No,
but
he's
in
safe.
there easily. Stepping in for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Machado at second with 2 down. Over to first.
Got him.
That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Back here at Petco Park. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Bernardino back to work. Puts it away for the out.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Tatis really on his horse for it. Out number 2. Here's Alex Bregman. 0 for 4. He's flied out 3 times and also grounded out. Yeah, that's fouled off. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. Back here in San Diego. And here is Ezekiel Duran. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Evan Phillips.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Fought off foul. Next offering is in for a strike. Tried to check his swing there. That would appeal to first. And James Kingsley says he won a round. He's 2 outs away. Jake Myers will hit next. And first offering is fouled off. Swings and
2.
misses, went with the sweeper.
0-2.
Got him! Larry Bird picks him up. So it's their last chance in this one. Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres. Up the middle, sneaks through, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. 0 for 4, a couple of flyouts. He's also grounded out and struck out. Pitch
Nope,
misses
that's off the plate.
inside, and that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Campusano off of first with 2 away. Swing and a ball popped up. Bregman. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers slug their way to a win in this one. Final score here today, 10-6. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.